Welcome back to Connect Groups. So I want to begin by celebrating something. So this past week, Pastor Brandon sent me the updated numbers, and we have nearly 600 adults in weekly Connect Group or host groups. That is really exciting. And here's the reason why. Just so you understand, we measure the health of our church based on how many people are in Connect Groups. So even yesterday, so the day that I'm filming this, yesterday, I had a pastor. I met with a pastor. He's planning a church. He was asking my advice on some things. And he asked me the question. He said, what's the number you look at every single week to tell if your church is healthy? He was probably expecting me to say offerings or attendance or something like that. But I said Connect Group numbers. And so we have nearly 600 adults. And this is what it means, is that when we base it on our Sunday attendance, how many adults come, that is about 80%, maybe a little bit more than that, of adults who come on Sunday are in Connect Groups. That's amazing. That allows our church to stay healthy. So I want to thank you not just for going to group, but staying committed to the group, and then also just being a part of the body of Christ. Loving on people, encouraging people, supporting them. And this past week, I know Pastor Brandon's going to reach out, probably send out an email to all the Connect Group leaders and let them know. But as we talked as pastors, there were multiple things that happened this week where people in our church needed care, and it was their Connect Group who gave it to them first. We as pastors were able to reach out after the fact, but we were just so thankful that they were receiving care from the people in their lives. So again, thank you. Thank you for being committed. Thank you for allowing our church to grow in a healthy way. So let's talk about this past Sunday. So I mainly was talking about the idea of being single and dating with the context of preparing for a healthy marriage. So some of you might be wondering, how in the world are we going to transition this into Connect Group discussion? It might be too personal, too private. But here's what I want to focus on. What we talked about is two major things that still apply to all of our lives, whether we're single, dating, or married. And that is the idea of dying to ourselves, so taking a posture of submission or serving or dying to ourselves. And the other one is sexual purity. Both of these are relevant no matter what season of life that we are in. So here's the challenge for us. What can we do right now into our lives to continue a posture of submission or service or dying to ourselves? Our culture, in my opinion, and I think you'll probably agree with me, our culture very much fosters a rebellious culture, a self-serving culture to think about ourselves. And so we have to be purposed to turn that around if we want to embrace the upside-down kingdom that Jesus embraces, where he tells us serving is actually better than being served. So here's the challenge as you discuss this. What are the areas in your life where you realize now that you want to lead or be more aggressive versus submitting or taking a posture of service? What are those areas, and what can you do to change in your life to better be a servant? So if you're single, what can you do now to prepare for marriage? If you're married, what can you do now to make your marriage better? But here's what we know. Regardless if you're married or not, or want to be married or not be married, we are still all called to die to ourselves. So this is a constant struggle. So as you discuss this, I really do hope that you can be in tune with the tension that's in your life versus the areas that you find it easy to serve in and the areas you find it difficult to serve in. Then here's the second part. As you talk about sexual purity, I realize that is a very personal topic. Some of you, this is only your second or third weeks in groups, and you think, no way am I discussing that. That's okay, but here's what I hope you do. As you come to that question, just note, it's not a bad thing to say, yes, we have to do things to protect ourselves and protect our minds and hearts from sexual impurity. So you might just give each other some good ideas about how you can protect your eyes and your mind and your hearts from when you're on the internet, or what you can do in dating relationships. So if you have some married people in your group, you can give some encouragement to those that are dating, whatever it might be. But all of us have to be purposed to protect our minds and hearts. I am happily married. I'm still purposed to protect my mind and heart in this area. So I hope and pray your discussions go well. Again, thank you so much for being a part of a Connect Group. I'm so proud of you. I say that often, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm proud of you, I love you, and I can't wait to see you this Sunday.